don't care about that. I don't care about Todd McFarlane's signature. Who the fuck would give a damn about that? Oh boy. How do I even get this shit out? Do I have to take all your phone? Yes, I do. Oh, that broke apart. That's not nice. What's up, Kaiju? What's up, Denzens? I had an idea because I wanted to talk about this thing because I did a video when I first got the Kickstarters, but I never opened it on camera or anything. And I was like, I don't want to dedicate another fucking video to talk. And I already have the Kickstarter Spawn out there. It's a piece of shit. I don't think it was worth the price. I already sold one of them. I'm gonna keep this one because hopefully it'll go up in value. But there's that certificate of authenticity that came with it. Big whoop. And you know how much I love Todd McFarlane. Got his autograph right there. Hey everybody, it's me, Todd McFarlane here. So, you know, even with this Spawn figure, this was supposed to be the ultimate Spawn figure, but like, it's got all the problems a McFarlane figure generally has. I'm just trying to get the hands out at this point. I'll just put this shit back in the box when it's done. Yeah, Denzens, you know how I feel about good old Todd. For watching, smash the like button for me. I saw no one was live, so I was like, you know what, I can go live for a little bit before I go to bed. I already fucked up my sleep schedule, so I took a nap after I woke up this morning once, so I'm not particularly tired yet. Oh, this is all messed up now. Do I care? Not really. Not really. Where's the comic book? Where'd that shit go? Oh, it's right here. Okay. This is the comic book thing that it came with. I'm not gonna open that because I don't give a dang. I don't give gosh god dang. How do I close this back up is the main question. Alright, let's just stop this. Hello, Axel Witherspoon. Murphy Romero, what's going on? I don't know how to fucking close this thing. Hello, close please. So I can look at the stupid toy. Alright, that's that. Oh, fuck. What do we have here? Darth Alba, I'm checking out. What's up, Tamika? I'm getting all the accessories and shit out of my Kickstarter Spawn just because I want to talk about it, but I don't want to make a video about it, so we're going to do it live. We're going to do a quote-unquote live video. Well, AFA, technically the one was like early in the morning, so yes. I'm supposed to be doing my members only, or my members first video, but I'm being procrastination-y, as it were. 18 watching, well there were, now there's 9, but smash the like button anyway. So I figured why not. I already did the Doom Guy video about McFarlane and completely roasted his new ultra articulated Doom Guy, which it's not. It's got 22 points, the same as his original Doom Guy. So don't let Todd fool you when he lies. And boy, does he lie. All right, let's. What's up, Cody Walls? Let's get me off the camera here. All right, so there's the quote-unquote figure in question because yes, it has articulation, but all right, well let's get this shit out of his hands. But it's more like a posed figure. Can you pretend like you're eating salt, like straight from the salt shaker? What do you mean, pretend like I'm eating salt from the salt shaker? No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Sorry. We'll look at these accessories first. This is all dusty. Oh, look what it says at the top. Record-setting action figure. You know, guys, when I made this Kickstarter, it sold out so fast, it funded so fast that I had to just make a record for myself. Todd Midfarlane here, talking up my own game, because, you know, I'm my own biggest fan. So he comes with that stand that has some ego stroking up there. Record-setting action figure. Record set these nuts, Todd. I'm just saying. It comes with this, and this is all nicely painted. I'm not hating on the paint. Ouch, that's actually sharp. It's like some hooked bat thingy. What's up, Matt, with 2 T's? We're essentially doing a review live of this 300, well, because I bought the trilogy pack, $300 Kickstarter Spawn. That's fucking shit. And I already sold the other one, but I have the artist's copy, which is a gray one, up on eBay. So if you want that, it's like $50 on eBay right now for an artist proof Spawn. Who the fuck would want that though? Because I sure as fuck don't. It comes with this big sword. Throw back to that board with a nail in the accessory. Okay, so that's what it is. Yeah, it was $300 for the Kickstart. If you wanted all 3, it was like $100. And this was what, back in 2020 when this came out. And I did a video of the boxes, but I never took anything out on camera because I was like, oh, this is gonna gain value, and I don't know Spawn that well, but these are cool, and I'll hold on to them. Nope, just a bunch of shit. And that's not what toy collecting is about anyway. So we got this big ass sword. And we get this big ass gun with a saw at the end. I was trying to play more Doom Eternal this weekend, but I just didn't. I've been so busy, y'all. I did not get around to it. I started it. I saw it was on Game Pass. I used my Microsoft Rewards points to redeem Game Pass. I still haven't even beaten the Oblivion remaster. So what the fuck am I doing starting another game? I need to get up streaming set up so I can game on live streams. I'm not going to do multiplayer shit because I suck. But I would do like Doom. I would do like Oblivion on stream if I can figure out how to get that set up. Smash like 12 people watching. What's up, Leia? I'm going to be annoying and say smash like because I don't feel like my videos get enough likes anymore. And then we get this swappable head, which is like an Al Simmons demon head where he's, you know, obviously a little messed up. Then we get this bent because it's bent. It's not supposed to look like that. This is a Kickstarter, y'all. And it was in, you saw me pull it out of the foam at the beginning. It was in some foam. So that means this shit came bent. So like Todd sent me his wilty daggers because, you know, that's how Todd be. And I think it's necroplasm is what the green stuff is called in Spawn. They call it necroplasm. So that's what that is made out of. And then he's got some necroplasm claw sword thingy. And then he's got some kooky hands with their hinges that are super, super thick. And these ones are kind of like, bleh, I'm going to suck your blood. That's what those ones are like. And these are for holding shit. So, like, I guess this is for holding his crooked dagger. Cool glam metal band name, Crooked Dagger. Super high-pitched voices and big hair. You know. And then I guess this one you can use to hold his sword. And the dumbest fucking thing about this figure is I'm pretty sure wired capes. Are you doing the gaming live streams on YouTube, Twitch, or both? I would try to set it up so I could do it just on YouTube. Try to keep all my eggs in one basket. You know, I post on Instagram, but my Instagram has like 400 followers, and that's fine. It's different. It's where my pictures are, so it's not as interactive. It's not as community based, but that's where you can get a hold of me. Like, very easy to get a hold of on Instagram. All right, let's talk about the figure itself. Because like I said, weren't wired capes a thing 5 years ago? I'm pretty sure those were still a thing. But Todd, he likes to quote unquote innovate. You can see this thing's fucking dusty old Spawn. That man's Spawn movie is never going to get made, by the way. Like, he's been working on that shit for 10 years. That is not happening. And you can see right here, like, he's sculpted. He wanted this to be a statue so badly because if you stand him up straight, his torso is still twisted like he's standing like this. And look how his neck is twisted. It even comes up like that. So it's sculpted like Spawn should be standing and you can't, you can't really fix it. Like, he should be standing kind of like this. That's how it's sculpted. Like he's looking down from a rooftop or some shit. And that's not how action figures work. Frankie, I've had this for a long time, and I don't think it's dope. But if you think it's dope, that's cool. The new Falcon has better wings than the new Falcon sucks. I mean, these aren't even wings. These are supposed to be a cape. And you see how this is, so like he's supposed to be like posed in one direction. And they're like, Todd, this is a Kickstarter. This is 2020. You can't just give someone a statue and call it an action figure. And he's like, but I'm Todd McFarlane. I can do whatever the frick I want. What are you gonna get? AFA, let us know. I bought a Yusuke. I bought the Dawson Toys Yusuke Urameshi from 5K. Show us a Ghost Rider figure if you have. Well, random content. If you want to see my Ghost Rider figure, just look up Rowdy Riles Ghost Rider. I have a video on the Danny Ketch and the retro card Danny Blaze. 24 people are watching. Well, there were. See, I as soon as I mention it, it drops. But let's smash the like button. There's 16 watching right now. So pretty please smash the like button. And if you smash the like button and we get 16, if we get to 10, I will grab my Danny Ketch off to talk about after Spawn, after we get done talking about this Spawn. All right, so to his articulation, because his cape is like this, that is as high as his shoulders go, which is to say nowhere. That one goes up a little bit higher because of the angle of the cloak, how, like I said, how it's supposed to be going this way. And I'm afraid that that's going to even break when I do that shit. So that's what it's supposed to do, but you could do that better. Thank you, Cody. You could do that better with a wired cape, in my opinion. And these are single hinged elbows, so we don't get any double joint action in there. We get one ball peg at the waist, and like I said, look at that shit. Gappy, super loose, shaking around. You can hear those metal chains, so at least there's metal chains on there. That's where all the money went from the Kickstarter. What's up, Ray? Winner of my Maximum Spider-Man giveaway. What's up, Ace's Place? CJ's here. Maybe Todd will become my sponsor. Ha ha ha. He did give him double knees. But even then, it's like, can he do much because of his diaper? Yes, this Spawn has a diaper, just like Batman and Superman and every other DC Multiverse figure. And look where he put this thigh cut on this leg. He's like, I got this big strap here. I'm going to just put a thigh cut underneath it. And, that hurts your fingers trying to do that shit. And then this one doesn't even get... So, you get a thigh cut on one leg, and you don't get one on the other one. Oh, my God. Oh, you do. I'm sorry. I apologize. You get a boot cut. No, so you don't get a thigh cut. You get a double cut here, a boot cut there, and then one cut on this leg. And then these really weird... Oh, my God. I don't even know which way his fucking ankles are supposed to face anymore. I guess that way. And then, of course, you get toe articulation. Oh, boy. We're at 8. Well, we got 21 watching, 19. Smash the like button, y'all. I went and grabbed this figure off of the shelf to talk about it. We're essentially doing a live review right here, so. And I know I'd be sniffing a lot, but that's because I smoke a lot of weed. And I was just coughing for like 10 minutes before I started filming this. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Kickstarter Spawn. I kind of regret Spawn. I didn't know shit about Todd McFarlane at that point as far as the toys because I had never had any McFarlane stuff growing up because it looks evil. You can't get that. I love the OG Spawn film. It's campy. It's not a great movie, but I enjoy it. It's fun. What was it John Leguizamo as the clown? And who played Spawn in that? I know his name. I just can't remember it right now. I think it's a good movie. It's fun. It's a fun movie. What's up, Tallulah Lee? Just checking out this piece of crap Kickstarter Spawn. And listen, if you like it, if you have it and you like it, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm just, like, he looks cool, but He's more of a statue than an action figure, and I'm not digging that. All right, one more like, and I'll grab that Ghost Rider down. He was so good and disgusting as the clown. Yeah. Despicable character, most definitely. And then he turns into the big demon boy at the end. We all remember that. So like I don't really particularly like this Kickstarter Spawn. I wouldn't call it an action figure. I would call it a limited posability action figure. All right, we'll do some comparisons here live. Michael J. White, yeah. I thought I know the name. I knew that was him. I just couldn't think of the name. So thank you, CJ. Thank you. Oh fuck! I just took out Rhea Ripley and Rowdy Riles. There he is with Bucky Cap and Astonishing Wolverine. All right, I guess I have to get my Ghost Rider down after this. Let me fix this shit. Oh, we knocked some shit down because I was trying to go fast. Oh, fuck. It's okay. All right, so there they are with Wolverine and Bucky. All right, let me put them back slowly because oh my God, I still did it. Y'all. Ah! I made it even worse this time. I have bad depth perception, so don't make fun of me. There he is with Rowdy Riles and Dean Winchester. Yeah, it's a good Bucky Cap. I just have him sitting up so I can use him for comparisons now because he's not on my shelf and I want to use him, so that's the way I... Fuck. All right. There's a reason there's a Rowdy in my name, and it's because sometimes I get a little rowdy, and especially when shit's not going my way. By the way, speaking of shit not going my way, Legend Series, shout out to him. He runs a wrestling promotion for YouTubers. So if you want to be a wrestler, you can go become a member on his channel and make you a wrestler. But I have been on a damn losing streak, and I was just in a Hell in a Cell match, and I lost. How is a buff bitch like me gonna lose in a Hell in a Cell? But it's okay. It's not real life. If it was real life, I would have won the Hell in a Cell match, you know? That's just how it be. I would have devastated anyone in my path on the way to glory. But it is. Later, Denzens. See you later. Yeah, my fingers are drunk. It's them, not me. But there I am with Rhea Ripley. That's the dream, right? I saw the OG Batman at Walmart, and with the figure, the cape like this, Spawn is cool, but it's obviously meant to look like a statue. Yeah, that's the thing. Todd loves his statues. All right, let me get that Ghost Rider down for random content because they wanted to see it. And I swear, if all of my shit gets knocked off my shelf, someone owes me a super chat or something because I'm gonna be mad and you're gonna hear me crying. So yeah, mommy is always on top. It don't matter. Just like me, even if I lose, I'm still gonna come out on top. All right. Fuck, let's be careful. Danny, don't knock anybody over, okay? All right, one is... Well, would you look at that? All is not lost. So for me, I like Johnny better. Johnny Blaze. I know that's not Johnny's bike, but I got Johnny on the bike, and then I got Danny not on the bike. And they're both on my Avengers shelf. Because, you know, Midnight Suns. I got Midnight Suns rep on there. I got like Moon Knight and Blade and Man Thing and not my Mezco Morbius, which the review is up. What's up, Virgo? How's it going? But my Mezco Morbius review, I just did that. But I have the 90s version of... Whoa, thank you, Cody, man. I know your name is Cody. Thank you, Cody. I don't have my super chats with me, but let me turn around real quick. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. There you go. There's my super chat for you. I appreciate it. But yeah, shout out to Cody Waltz. He's awesome. He's in a bunch of people's streams, always showing the love. So I don't know if random content is still in here, but they wanted to see my Ghost Rider figures. So these are the two that I have. Johnny Blaze, of course, is always, I mean, Danny Ketch is the 90s Ghost Rider, and I'm a 90s kid. I was literally born in 1990. So the end of 1990, almost 91. So I caught most of the 90s. And I know Danny Ketch is the 90s Ghost Rider, but I wasn't watching or reading Ghost Rider in the 90s. I was reading Spider-Man stuff. No, I appreciate you, Cody. Ah, it's okay. I need to take Johnny off anyway. But the problem that I have with this Danny Ketch Ghost Rider is he is so short. Like, so I think Danny and Johnny are related, and that has nothing to do with height. But they made Danny a little shorty. Like he's a little short king, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would just prefer him to be like slightly taller, because it almost makes him look like a teenager. I think Danny Ketch is supposed to be at least like 5'10", 5'11", and Johnny Blaze is like 6'1", something like that. So, it it could no, he needs to be slightly taller. Like if they gave Danny Johnny's boots, like that height on the boots, I think it would work slightly better. You got a mod to boost his height? Yo, send me that, Frankie, because I want to know, because he's too damn short. The face sculpts on these, yeah, I think it's actually the same skull. And the cool thing about Danny's is they painted the eyes in there. Let me see if I can there we go. I love this new light. I got this on Amazon. I almost blinded Frankie with it yesterday. Go check him out, by the way. He's in the chat, so make sure you go subscribe to him. I think he's almost at 220 last I checked. But you can see they painted the eyes on that one. What's up, Fumbling Through the Galaxy? Also, I didn't know that was you that said that. But yeah, same exact head sculpt. So the paint is what makes them look a little different. I would have liked them to at least make a new skull for Danny, but this is Hasbro we're talking about. And their whole thing is reuse, 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 reduce, reuse, recycle parts. What the hell? Am I gay? I didn't even see that. Yes, I like girls, if that is what you mean. So, but here is the bike. It's Danny Ketch's bike. It's got the shield on the front, obviously. And it's got all these panels, and the wheels actually move. And we do have other flame parts. I left the other one on the shelf. That's supposed to keep this from being wobbly, but I didn't want to knock shit over. 21 people watching. Let's smash that like button. And I love the wheels too. It would have been really freaking cool if the Ghost Rider HasLab had funded, but at the same time, the Ghost Rider HasLab was too expensive. It was overpriced. And if Ace from Ramen Toy can make a charger for way less than Hasbro could as a smaller company, then Hasbro could have done that too. Totally. I don't know why it's holding your comment. I don't have Streambot turned on, so I have no moderation whatsoever. It should not be holding any comments whatsoever. If I see shit I don't like, I have to delete it myself, because I just don't have mods on my channel. So and if you wanted to see scaling with these Ghost Riders, because I'm essentially doing like mini reviews live, it seems, for this live stream, which is fine. I think it was a good idea to grab that Kickstarter Spawn and talk about it a little bit. Like he had a light pipe in his mouth or something. I don't know what that's in reference to, CJ. But there they are next to Wolverine. Yep, you are, Rowdy Rascal. Thank you, Matt, with 2 T's for your 1-month membership. I appreciate it. By the way, if you want to become a channel member, and if you're a fan of displaying model behavior, Dave, make sure you do that before May 31st. It's only 99 cents, because members only live stream with Dave from Displaying Model Behavior. We're going to be asking him a lot of questions, and there's a Hasbro live stream on the 30th, the day before. So we're going to touch base on that live stream as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. Me and Dave talking Marvel Legends after we talk about him. it'll be really cool. So if you and after it's live, I'm gonna make it for everyone, so you won't be able to interact, just because I want everyone to see it, but I also need some incentive for people to become a channel member. I think we have like 50 right now, 51, something like that. So it's not a small number, and I really appreciate every single one. But the kind of content that I'm going to be bringing out soon, I'm going to be bringing out the big guns. I'm going to be working hard. I'm going to be reaching out to people. So I want to make it worth it for y'all, but it's got to be worth it for me. So I got to have that 99-cent paywall for some shit. And that's just how it is. There they are with Rhea Ripley, mommy herself. This is a cool figure. I got rid of all my WW stuff like last year. I brought it to my local toy store, and I got rid of it all and traded in and got some cool stuff. I think I got, what did I get? I think I got the Nacelle Biker Mice and a couple other things. But I needed a Rhea Ripley figure. And if they do an Ultimate, Elite Ultimate, I'll get that probably, because this does not have enough articulation for me, enough head sculpts, all that stuff. Not only the price was horrible, but the tiers were lame. They weren't Robbie Reyes related characters. I know, but it was literally the only way we were going to get Mephisto. And we still don't have Mephisto. I finally pulled the trigger on Wolverine. Now I want to get Cyclops and Emma. Are you talking about this Wolverine, Alba? The Astonishing? Because I know they're probably going to make an Astonishing Beast at some point. And I don't know who else was on the team. He says, no, I don't play about my people, and Rowdy's my people. You're my people too, Virgo. Love you, girl. You're great. You're awesome. So is Roughshod. And all the people I've met in the last couple months on YouTube. Y'all are awesome, and you know who you are, so keep doing your thing. Yeah, Cholula Lee, the Nacelle Biker Mice are nice. I don't have the bikes. I'm waiting for them to be like marked way down, and I'm sure it'll happen. What else can I talk about? Yeah, they're there with Rhea Ripley. I'm fucking up all my stuff. I gotta put Bucky Cat back. He's about to shoot this head ninja right in the face. And Wolverine's pointing it out. He's like, what are you doing there, bub? And then Bucky's like, you know exactly what I'm about to do, Logan. You got some pointy daggers coming out of your hands. You can't say, oosh. Yeah, these are cool figures. I do like Biker Mice still on sale for $20, and I want Throttle, but for way less. Hey, for $20, that's still a good price. They came out at $35. So that's not bad for those Biker Mice. I'm getting scared for the Street Sharks line, because they showed off a bunch of shit last year at San Diego Comic-Con, and we haven't seen any of it. So I'm kind of worried about the Street Sharks update line, because it seems like that's not going to be... Hold on, let me grab someone else. I guess we can do some Marvel Knights stuff here, because I meant to grab this figure, and I forgot for my Morbius review, my Mezco Morbius review. Obviously, because I don't know if y'all can hear me when I'm up there. We'll put Ghost Rider to the side. You've never seen any of the Street Sharks, you in stores or in general? Because if you're a '90s kid, those bad boys were everywhere. I have the old Street Sharks. So this Morbius is on my Avengers shelf, my main Marvel comic shelf, because this is like 90s Morbius, where he's like anti-hero, Midnight Suns kind of Morbius, and I forgot to grab him for my Mezco Morbius. Yeah, see, the Moby Lick, he's supposed to be coming out, and I haven't heard shit. And that terrifies me, because if they don't even do any other figures, as long as I get Moby Lick with the tongue that flips and his hat that you can squirt the water off of, I can die a happy 30-something-year-old if something happens. I know, right? I morbed all over the place in that video, because it was morbin time, right? That's just how it goes. When it's morbin time, you gotta morb up. Yeah, Midnight Suns is cool. I like any horror stuff, especially when it happens in superhero worlds. That's just really cool. And I think another really cool thing would be if they did a single, because that's what Hasbro loves to do. And I got it. And the Bushmaster with his weird penis hands freaks me the fuck out. So he's buried in the back of my villain shelf with his penis hands covered up. But But this Punisher Wars journal is great, but I wish that he had the white boots and the white gloves, and a not screaming face. Because, you know, the only time Frank is screaming, I don't know. He's pretty calm and collected when he's killing people. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but they did the wrong thing. They gave him the neutral head with the white bandana, and they gave him the angry head with the non-bandana, and they should have swapped that. So I'm hoping we get a single release of this Punisher with the white go-go boots and the white gloves and a neutral face. Sorry. My nose is all stuffy. I know it sounds bad, but it is. It's annoying. I may have heard Vin Diesel is going to reprise his role in the upcoming Street Sharks toy commercial. I may or I may not have. What did he say? Hand shark! Hand sharks! Here's Wong. Everybody loves Wong. But this is comic book Wong. And if you didn't know, there's a storybook arc in the comic books that's a big bummer. And in it, Wong gets cancer, and you know they can't really do shit about that with magic. So or you know what, Leia, you know it would be even better for people if they just were like, fuck it. You know, people have been waiting a really long time for both of these characters. If they released a $50 Punisher and Daredevil 2-pack in their classic outfits with all the hands and accessories you would need, that would sell like fucking hotcakes, because Punisher and Daredevil go together like peanut butter and fucking jelly. Madison with two N's, but they're not where you. There are two Y's and an N, but you're not where they think you are. I don't remember what she said. They need to make a comic version of Madison and just introduce her as this ultra powerful, like, sorcerer who just likes to watch soap operas and reality TV. That would be pretty cool. I know, right, Darth Alba? Everybody loves Wong. Isn't it funny that Benedict Wong plays Wong? Like, that's so funny. But this is a really cool figure. I remember a lot of people were super hyped when he came out, and I did do a review on it, but, you know, this is what we're doing. We're just grabbing things and talking about them. He's a really cool figure. A lot of people want them to use this body to make an Iron Fist, but I think that Iron Fist needs to be a little taller and a little more jacked. So, for me, they should just do an all-new Iron Fist in a gi if they wanted that. Or they could do like the lower half. They could do the legs and then do a shirtless upper body or something like that. Also, oh, you know what we can grab? Fuck, y'all making me destroy my shelf. It's okay. I'm not going to blame you. I chose to go live. I chose to do this. Let me see. Because they just announced a figure that should have been out last year. Fuck, and now my X-Men are falling over. All right, we got Zabu and Kazar, because they just announced Shanna the She-Devil. And if you don't know, they're from the Savage Lands, and it's like a bunch of, there's like 30 different races of like humanoids and like animal people and like golden people and of course dinosaurs and shit. And a bunch of different types of mutants that are like not accepted anywhere else. So the Savage Lands is a cool place. And that Target, those lights look amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to really nail down the lighting. This is a big filming space, so the thing about that is like the lighting is really important so that nothing gets like fucked up or obscured or anything like that. But I appreciate it. This light is awesome. It was $10 on Amazon. It's got a magnet. You can clip it. It's got clips, and it's got a screw to screw stuff in as well. And then I'm using these that are also Bluetooth speakers. And then I'll just show you my lighting. I have this, and then I have this, and then I have this, and I have this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. I had 4. Now I've got 5-point lighting for my videos and photography. And the thing about that is I can just kind of shift one of them a little bit, and it kind of changes it dramatically. But I can point that red directly at him, and they're not washed out by red because I've got this one in the front. So it changes up what I can do. Yeah, that blue light I got at Spirit Halloween for $20. 20 bones. So yeah, that's what's doing that. And it's really cool for photography because I take a couple pictures all at once and I delete the worst ones and keep the best ones because the lighting shifts based on this as well. So sometimes it can work out really well and then sometimes their face is too shadowy. So this is really helping me out. And if you want some more lighting tips, I would say don't listen to me. Go watch D Amazing's lighting video, or even better, go watch my interview with D Amazing where we talked about lighting. And yeah, he tells you what he does in those videos. And he also was just at IshCon this weekend doing a lighting class. So if you were in North Carolina and you were at IshCon, shout out to you. All right, so let's talk about Zabu really quick. This was a Build-A-Figure last year, and a lot of people put it in their top 10 list. It did not go in my top 10 list because as much as I love articulated animals, I don't know enough about the Savage Lands. And last year was a fucking amazing year for Marvel Legends. There were so many good releases. So it was hard for me to justify putting a saber-toothed cat. Now, if I had done an animal top 10 video, Zabu would probably have been at the top. But because it was essentially a Marvel Legends superhero classic update, which had Punisher and Moon Knight and Spider-Man and the Secret Wars body, which is already outdated now because of Maximum Spidey. But it's fine. They'll make the black suit at some point. But, you know, he's got an articulated mouth. He's got those big old dagger teeth. So, you know, he's a cool figure. Cool. Definitely worth getting that wave, the Zabu wave. I don't remember exactly who was in it except Wolfsbane, Kazar, Cable. It's okay. Yes, everyone, smash the like button. By the way, speaking of Hulk, all right, so tell me if I'm wrong in saying this way, because people are getting, I posted it on Reddit that I got Maximum Hulk for $5 and immediately got downvoted, and people were salty as shit and saying, oh, you didn't get it for $5, you had a gift card. And yes, I had a gift card, but you know how I got that gift card? I did a medical study where they just took some saliva and I mailed it to them and they gave me $65. Do you know what that is? That's free money. That's money I didn't have to do anything for other than like give them my spit. So I would say that that counts as getting Maximum Hulk for $5 when you're paying, what is it? $59.99, $60, and you had a $55 gift card. So you're just paying the $5, essentially the tax on it, right? That definitely counts. Am I fucking crazy? Because Reddit, I think the thing is if you go into those Reddits, those subreddits on Reddit, you know, A being a girl, B being anything other than, oh, I'm a toy reviewer or I know everything about everything. You know, they're just gonna come in there and gang up on you. And that's essentially what happened. But I stood my ground. I was like, you know what? Y'all are like making this crazy, doing some wild mental gymnastics to say I didn't spend only $5 for Maximum Hulk. Because I legit only spent $5 of my money for Maximum Hulk. Like, is that fair to say? Is that disingenuous, as someone on Instagram said? I don't think so. Now, if I had bought that gift card or like did a return and gotten that money from like something I'd spent, then I would say I was lying and say, oh no, you just got a return and used the refunded money. No, I paid $5 of my own money for Maximum Hulk, $5.27 to be exact. And I wasn't going to get it otherwise. Yeah, Leia, like, I could taste the salt. And then the mods removed my thread saying there was a similar thread. How is there a similar thread that I had paid $5, that they had paid $5 for Maximum Hulk? Yeah, exactly, Frankie. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If that's all it came out of my money, $5 fucking dollars. Hey, Ken's Toys, what's up? Then I only paid $5 for Maximum Hulk. Like, what the hell? Ray, that's what they said, but this is Hasbro, so they put all their money into that soft torso. And you know what? For $5, I will review the shit out of that Maximum Hulk, and I will tell exactly what's new and what's not. I will break it down because I wasn't gonna get it. Yeah, Legends Reddit is hella weird. Sometimes you can post your reviews there. Sometimes you can't because you can't promote yourself. But apparently, if you have enough karma or if you're friends with the mods, you can post um, your reviews or your channel. And it's like most of these people that are posting it have like 10 or 15 subscribers. And it's like, bro, I'm sorry that I didn't pass your little gatekeeping check. But it is what it is. Reddit's a pretty shitty website in general. I try to not post on there. I'll just post pictures. Like I posted my Morbius pictures on the Mezco subreddit. And, sometimes I'll go on there and I'll get recognized. And I'll be like, oh, see Marvel Legends Reddit? You don't know. I usually go on Reddit to, like, check the scoops. But I didn't have an account for a while. I just followed a bunch of shit and I made an account finally. And yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best website. I would say, what's up, Ronnie Trickshot? I would say that Reddit has a lot of shitty people running it, and it didn't used to be as bad. And it's one of those websites that kind of is just like, yeah, let's fold to what the new regime wants and just censor and get salty about subreddits not posting links from Twitter and all that stuff. And that's pretty shitty business practices, in my opinion. And then you get into the communities of people that just think that a community is for one set of people and shit like that. It's just like, no, Reddit was supposed to be like a place to source information because, it's people reading stuff, posting it. I read this. Here's your time to read it. So it's called Reddit. It wasn't meant for people to circle jerk and gang up on people. But it's okay. I got Maximum Hulk for $5. Literally, y'all can be salty as fuck if you want about that. Random people on Marvel Legends subreddit or 2 people on the Figure Reports comments on Instagram. Disingenuous my ass. I feel like I'm pretty truthful and upfront when it comes to my reviews and the shit I'm talking about. I'll tell you what I bought. I'll tell you what I didn't buy. If someone sends me a figure to review, like a company, you know what I'm going to say before I start the review? Hey, just so you know, I was sent this figure by so-and-so, not by Hasbro. They won't send me shit. I'm sure McFarlane never would either. But say I go to a con and I meet a company and they send me a figure. I will let you know that it's a review copy. They send it to me. And I will tell you that I will be honest. And I'm not going to tell you, because I don't tell you to buy something. I tell you if something's worth it to me or if it's not worth it to me. I don't say, hey, you should go buy this, unless I really think that it's something that you need. Yeah, I'm very bluntly honest. And sometimes that makes me come across as a bitch. And you know what? Fair. Because I can be a bitch. But it's all about the intention. If I'm just trying to like say, hey, look, you're wrong. And you keep saying that I'm the one that's wrong. So I'm going to start being mean now too. That's fair. But I don't come off that way at first. But I also don't really run into that shit on YouTube because most of the people in my community, most people I interact with are pretty solid, pretty upfront, pretty non-tricksy, as it were, when it comes to interactions. Oh, but I'm kind of running out of shit to say here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix my shelf after this. But I am really looking forward to that Shayna Marvel Legends. I'm hoping it's still $24.99 when it actually comes out. Because, who'd want to pay $30 for essentially this, but with boobs? Like, well, a lot of people. Sorry. I'm sorry, gooners and goons. But I'm just saying, like, you can't, it's all about value when it comes to Marvel Legends. And when you're getting a quality of figure like this, from like 20 to 25, yeah, it's fair. When you start stretching a normal release figure like this to $30, you're not getting the value for the price because the imports are better plastic. You get more, yeah, goons. What's up, my goons and goonettes? Yeah, that's a good intro. I should use that for one of my live streams. Surprisingly, we do get some gooners on the channel. I just hide all their comments, so it do be happening sometimes. But this Kazar is really cool. They sculpted nipples on, which is a lot of people. There's, Kazar nipples. A lot of people won't sculpt nipples on blank bodies. I wish she was as muscular as him with boobs, right? But that's where we get. Hold on. Boo! Oh man, did you see that? Rhea Ripley just knocked him the fuck out. That was crazy. She's way stronger than him. Hold on. Oh dang, she's going for the cover. She's going for the cover, y'all. She don't even care. Oh, man. She's stepping on his face. 1, 2, 3. She just knocked Kazar the fuck out. So screw his muscles. They don't matter for shit. Y'all saw her come flying, right? Like, I don't know where that came from, but Kazar he's down. He's done. I don't. Jeez, she took out Frank and Ghost Rider. Oh, frick. She's going crazy up in here. It's all about her now. It's all about mommy. She don't have the title, so she got to get her attention somewhere, right? She's from your hometown in Australia? Well, Ronnie, I'm going to move there. How do I emigrate? How do I immigrate to Australia? I'll take my girlfriend. My girlfriend's name is Rhea too. So me and Rhea will go move to Rhea's hometown and just wait. We'll just wait. Not for it. Just to be like, hey, hi Rhea. Probably not say anything to her and just run away and hide. You know. With a wonderful maneuver. Yeah, she just did what I wish I had done tonight. Yo, I'm so mad. I lost my Hell in a Cell match. What's up, FD? I'm not mad. Like but yo, I was talking so much smack. That's the thing. Like I was like, all right. You beat me in a street fight. I beat you clean. Best 2 out of 3. And then how? All right. So I had just Frankie saw it. I had just busted her open. I hit her with an American Destroyer. Then I hit her with a Shining Wizard and I busted her face open. And then I went for the cover and she kicked out. And then she hit me with one standing shooting star press. And the ref counted 1, 2, 3. And I was down. And I was like, no, all that smack I talked, all my glistening muscles for naught. Oh, wrestling. Ace's Place. So if you're not familiar, Legend series here on YouTube. That's LEG. Here, I'll type it. Can I type in the chat? I don't think I can actually type in the chat in here, unfortunately. Legend series, LEGEN _ series, runs a YouTuber wrestling league. So if you become a channel member and say, hey, I want to be in the wrestling league, he will make you an avatar, and then every Monday there's pre-recorded matches, and every Sunday there's a live stream of these matches. And yes, it's on WWE 2K25, but he runs the matches through. And mine was in the main event. It was in a rivalry, and this was supposed to be the end of it. It is the end of it. That's the cap on it right there, the Hell in a Cell match. And I lost. I freaking lost. It's okay though. It's just a game. Just a game. But yeah, if you want to be a wrestler, if you want to live out your wildest fantasies, go check out Legend series here on YouTube. Really fun stream. It's really well put together. He does the yeah, Ace. Make sure you become a channel member and tell him you want to be a wrestler, and then you will be included and be able to go on losing streaks too, like your own Rowdy Riles here, because goddamn, lost like 3 matches in a row. It doesn't feel good. You know, in another life, I would have done wrestling in real life. I could still do that. I'm only in my mid-30s. I just got to keep working out and find a local promotion and go from there, you know. Yeah, FD, they are awesome. If you're, are you a wrestler in there, FD? Should be. Oh yeah, fumbling. He did some wrestling back in the day, so he really knows how to run a promotion, even if it's a virtual promotion. So it's a lot of fun. Well, FD, you should become a channel member. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And I'm hoping because I tried to make it happen, because I was in a match with Rhea Ripley and I lost. She beat me, and I wasn't mad about it. I was like, you know, I put up a good match against Rhea Ripley, but what I really want is to be tag team partners with Rhea Ripley and to get the gold with Rhea Ripley and have the RR and RR, the Rowdy Ripley connection, and take this shit all the way. And I'm hoping that, because Tony just said that there's some female tag championships coming to the LSWA. So, my wrestling name would be Rowdy Riles. I would go the way of Roddy Piper and Rowdy Ronda Rousey and be called Rowdy Riles, because that's my name, girl. That's my branding. And if I had to change it, it would be like something. It'd be like Ripper Riles or something like that. You know, something nasty. I'd be a face. No, I want to be a heel. Fuck that. I want to be a monster heel. Tony wouldn't let me be a heel. He said there's too many female heels in the league. So I was like, all right, I'll be a baby face. You can use my baby face music. You can use my instrumental intro. That's also my channel music, coincidentally. So it works out. Fuck, roller derby would, oof. Like, that you're intentionally trying to hurt people with that shit. Wrestling, if you get hurt, it's hopefully not intentional. I could never. I played field hockey, lacrosse. That shit was fucking rough. I had people check me so hard I flew halfway across the field. And I was like, nope, I'm not getting up. I'm gonna stay right down here. But yeah, wrestling is a little different. You just gotta be in shape, know your moves, know your spots, know what you're doing, and not hurt somebody. So people always think I'm Ronda Rousey. That's a good problem to have. Are you Ronda Rousey? Could you break my arm? Would you break my arm? I used to have a Ronda Rousey figure. I got rid of all of those. I won't do Rowdy Ronnie out of respect for you. Yeah, there can only be one Rowdy. Well, there's two because there's Roddy Piper. There can only be two Rowdies in the LSWA. But yeah, I do like my wrestling character. I think it would be cool to at least enact that for a couple matches in real life. Get that shit going. I am working. I took this, I can't, it's not going to be shown to anyone unless you follow my private Instagram, but I took this really fucking fire bikini picture the other day, and I was like, yo, these workouts are working. TMI, I know, but it's where me and my girlfriend are going to go tubing a lot this summer. I'm about to get super tan, so I want to look good, and it's like, now my body feels good. Like, I have back problems, but when I'm in shape, my back don't fucking hurt. So if I just keep doing I work in the morning during the week from anywhere from 2 and 3 in the morning to like 8 to 9 in the morning. So like 5 to 6 hours of lifting heavy shit out of trucks. And I literally do the heavy stuff, the ICs. So that stuff that doesn't fit on a belt. No, Frankie, I don't think I could get that brown. I think that would be skin cancer for me. But I do, so like I'm fucking Irish European, but I have like a drop of Puerto Rican in me. Like, I don't know where, I think it's from my dad's side, but I get red for like 2 days and then it just turns dark. So I don't really burn. I just get red and then I turn into a potato because I'm Irish. Have I seen Love Lies Bleeding? I have not. What is that, Leia? Is it a movie? Is it a show? Tell me about it. All right, and Leia also decided, so I have to either, I'm probably going to start working on this after I finish this live, because you know me, I got to go get my smoke on. All right, you go smoke, Matt. I hope it's weed and not cigarettes, because cigarettes are bad for you. Leia decided which was going to be my next member's first video, because I couldn't decide between the two female Jedi that I got. So I probably have to start working on Shakti after this, so I can have it up in time for tomorrow. I'm translucent like Zakanin. Wow, so people can see through you. I should do some cosplay. I would like to cosplay V from Arcane, but I don't know the fucking work that I would have to put in that. And then my girlfriend could be Jinx just because she's skinny and I'm muscular. You know, she's tall and skinny and I'm shorter and muscular. Not that V is short, but you know, I just think it would work for the body type. It's a gay thriller movie with Kristen Stewart and Katie O'Brien. Okay, I'll have to check that out. But yeah, especially I would love to do that like 2-second scene where V was like all gothed out because she was depressed in season 2 of Arcane with like the black eyeliner running down her face and shit. I feel like gothed out V would be a cool cosplay for me. But I don't know how to make clothes. I don't know. I'd have to buy a bunch of shit. And I don't want to do that. I'd want to make it myself. I'm sure my girlfriend could make it. But it's just what I think, let me know who you think I should cosplay if I ever did something like that. Because I think that V from Arcane Season 2 and that one specific part would be a good look for me. It's kind of Rhea Ripley-ish, if we're being honest. I would not cosplay Rhea Ripley because she's too pretty. She's way, way too pretty for me to even attempt to cosplay. But yeah, let me know who you think would work for me while I put some of these figures back on the shelf and talk, because I do not. This gives me anxiety. I had just finished cleaning up after my Morbius review, so I had a bunch of mezcos and shit on the floor, and it was not good for my brain. So I gotta pick all this shit up while we talk. My chamber in Magic and Husk fell over when I got Zabu and Kazar down. So, by the way, here's Magic. Ganga. What is Ganga? Gonja. I don't Ganja. Oh, okay. Make your Rowdy Rouse superhero persona. True. I could totally cosplay as myself. But if I was a superhero, you know what I wouldn't have? A fucking cape. I wouldn't have a cape. That was just the design I went with because it was like, oh, that works. This is cute. And I would like to get an artist to redesign that shit for me, make it all look all, pretty professional and kind of look more like me. Yeah, no cape. No capes. I can't do Edna. No capes. Fuck. Magic just fell over again. She's trying to take a swan dive. Woman, where is my super suit? I love The Incredibles. Such a good movie. But for me, like, superheroes in general, like, all my favorite heroes, they don't have a fucking cape. Spider-Man don't have no cape. Captain America don't have no cape. Moon Knight has a cape. But he also has a hood with that cape, so it's kind of cool. The thing is, if you have a cape, you have to have a hood. Go with a sleeveless hoodie instead. Yeah, that's kind of 90s, though. Like, we're past that. I mean, it worked in the 90s. I don't know. People might look at me funny if I ran around in a sleeveless hoodie, especially when it's, like, gonna be 80-something degrees. I have a big yellow cap that says, hello, baddies. Cape that says, hello, baddies. It's me. The 90s do roll. I got her. I didn't get her when she was released. I got her the first time. Well, not the first time. I got her before she got super duper popular. What's up, Drunk Drawer? How's it going? Everyone, go check out the Drunk Drawer's YouTube channel. Pretty please. Got some cool content over there. Love seeing fellow YouTubers pop in. Always a good time seeing other fellow content creators. Just like Ayo Frankie, who's in here right now. So go check him out as well, like I said earlier. Love to spread the love on this channel. That's I feel like that's my main purpose here, is do my content and then help other people get their content out there, Just spread the love. Of course I have to make sure they're cool first. I'm not just gonna tell you to go check out anyone. I have to make sure they're not a piece of shit. Because you'd be surprised. Some people interact with you and then you find out later on they're Hitler or something, and you're like, what the fuck? He didn't have the little mustache to give it away, so how was I supposed to know? It's just one of those things. You never know a person until you know a person. So it was really fun to get to know Ayo Frankie a little bit yesterday. Sorry, as I go in and out with the sound, it's because I'm moving, putting my figures back. So yeah, it's really good to vet people before you plug them, but if I'm plugging someone, I know they're cool people. Cosplay as Ripley with a chest burster like from the Nightmare sequence in Aliens. But do I look like Sigourney Weaver, though? I don't think I look... I mean, it doesn't... You don't have to, I guess. I do have curly hair, but that would be cool. Just get a chest burster puppet. Which figure is this? This one? Shakti. Yeah, I don't fuck with no Hitler. I don't fuck with no Hitlers. Not a single once. Vasquez. Yeah, but well, I know that the actress that plays Vasquez is also, well, she's Jewish. She's not even she was a Jewish lady and not a Latino lady. So I don't want to go the same way as the cosplay as Rhea Ripley with the chest burster. Yo, that's the cosplay right there. They're like, I'm Ripley. I didn't know what Ripley you were talking about, so I went with Rhea Ripley. I've never seen Alien. I'm just kidding. I've seen Alien so many times. That, Frankie, I think that you nailed it right there. I'll have to figure out the logistics of that. I don't want to walk around in that shit though. Are you kidding me? I always have to pull my shorts down as it is. That shit. Those don't keep anything in. I don't know how. Well, I've seen a lot of apparently there's been a lot of wardrobe malfunctions in the WWE lately, where everyone's titties and asses popping out, and it's like, yo, If I don't have confidence that I can go into the ring and wardrobe didn't do a good job of taping my shit in, I'm not gonna go the fuck out there. Like, damn, those poor girls. I feel so bad for them. And then you have people gooning trying to find it, like, oh, I gotta find it. And it's like, no. What you should say is, dang, I feel bad for those ladies, you know? That they got let down on live TV in front of so many people. And it's not like they have anything to be ashamed of either. But, you know, that's for you to decide who sees that kind of stuff. Not for WW Wardrobe. Yeah, Richard, it's not the greatest. Vasquez was one of my role models. I'm sure she's worn pants before Leia. I know she's worn pants. Can you imagine going your whole life not wearing pants once? Like, damn, that would be a strange life. Yeah, it's not a good figure, Richard. You got a better sale on yours than I did. Would you cosplay as Jill from Resident Evil? You were almost a Jill sandwich. Later, Cody. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. Love seeing you in the chats. We'll see you next time. You, the master of unlocking things, Jill. I could cosplay Jill from Resident Evil 1 just for the memes. Doesn't she have like the beret and shit in the first game? I remember playing Resident Evil 5 where she's got like the thing in the middle of her chest and you have to fight Jill. You know, I have so much useless fucking nerd knowledge that my YouTube channel, it was meant to be, because I can just spew this shit and someone will understand what I'm saying. My girlfriend looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. You were almost a Jill sandwich. You, the master of unlocking things. Jill Valentine. Yes, that's exactly how people talk. Thank you, Chris Redfield. Thank you. Jill in the blue outfit. And the bodysuit, right? In Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 was kind of a funny game. Just the change of pace from all the other ones. It was crazy how it was like kind of Resident Evil, but it was just completely different. Yeah, one day I'll cosplay. I've always wanted to do that. Hey, we've consistently had 17 people watching, so I guess I'm pretty entertaining. That's the thing about going live in the toy room is it seems like the YouTube algorithm, and I think it has to do with when I go live from StreamYard, I YouTube and put all the tags and all that stuff in, but when I do it from my phone, it tags my normal channel tags, so it just throws it straight into the algorithm. Because I've had like 30 people watching live in here before when I'm not doing jack shit. And I'm just like, why? But why? Yeah, it's not great, Richard. It's definitely more of a display it and never move it again or get rid of it once you're done looking at it kind of figure. Fuck, I still have to put Morbius, Danny Ketch, and Symbiote Spider-Man back on the shelf. So give me a second. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Do y'all know what the other lyrics are that people thought that Jimi Hendrix said? Say it in the chat if you know. If you're comfortable saying it, I dare you. Alright, Symbiote Spider-Man between Ghost Rider and Deadpool. Morbius up by Man-Thing. Hey, there we go. We got them all back. My shelf is put back together. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh, fuck. Rhea Ripley knocked out Spawn, too. She is not pulling any punches today. She sees someone standing in her spotlight, she gonna knock them the fuck out. Damn. Are you alright, Spawn? I don't give a shit. Oh, okay. Alright. We've been going for an hour, y'all. So, like I said, I need to get started on this. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of fun, but you know, Frankie, at the price that they're at now, which is like I want to say like $15, I would say go for it. The Dark Troopers are pretty cool. I got them at retail when they first came out, which was like deluxe price. So I got 2 for 35. So it was like $70 for 2 of them, or like $60 for 2 of them, something like that. So I'd say now is probably the best time to buy the Dark Troopers because they're on sale on Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. I've seen them a couple places for 15. I think they're like 20 on Big Bad Toy Store right now, but I've seen them on eBay loose for like 15. Acted funny. Excuse me, will I kiss the sky? But yeah, and when I was in high school, everyone was like, "Excuse me, while I kiss this guy," because kids are immature and stupid, and gay is funny when you're 12. So that was the lyric that everyone changed the Jimi Hendrix song to when we were kids, and I think that it even happened in the past during Jimi Hendrix concerts, because I believe that he even sang it like that one time just for shits and gigs. Yeah, LSD will do that to you. We could talk about drugs for a second before I go, because surprisingly, take a guess how many times I've fucked with Lucy. Take a guess, because you'd be surprised. I've done some shit. Yeah, there you go. Matt with 2 T's got it. I hate that the pre-posed torso. Yeah, and I made a point of that too. He's like twisted. 12 and a half. Close. I've done acid about 10 times. Yeah, I think about 10 times. 9 or 10. And every time I learned something new. And like, so not only have I done that, but I've also done the fake shit, like the fake LSD, and that shit is not good. That shit, like every single time I've done that, I've had a bad trip. Like like Randy Orton, when I did 2CB or whatever it was, TCI, I don't remember what the fuck it's called. I heard voices in my head. I was at a party with a bunch of people I didn't know very well, and in my head, I heard them all talking shit. And then I was like, yo, I'm gonna listen to some fucking music. So I put on my music, and I put on Kesha, and it was Die Young by Kesha, and I was like, oh my God. So not only am I psychic, but now I'm gonna fucking die. So that was like one of the worst experiences I've ever had on drugs. So I never touched like synthetic drugs again after that. And then yeah, only the pure can open your mind. Anything else is just a cheap imitation. In high school, LSD was our drug of choice. Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, fumbling. And then I don't know if y'all remember. Fuck, how did we get to drug talk? I don't remember if y'all remember Spice or like Scooby Snacks or whatever the fuck that shit was called. But in high school, that's what we had because we didn't have weed, so we had Spice. And fuck. So one of the last times I took, and I also did the Benadryl shit. I'm dumb. I was a dumb kid. But one of the last times I did Spice. So I smoked a lot. I did like 2 bowls. And you know how, I don't know if you've done that shit, but it's fucking bad. It feels like pins and needles all through your body. But okay, so I did the 2 bowls. I sat down on the couch, and then I talked with my friend for 2.5 hours. But this is the crazy part. Okay, so there was nobody there with me. I wasn't sitting up and talking to someone for 2 hours, and the person I was talking to was like a blended together version of my 2 friends that I hung out with a lot of the time. And in reality, I was curled up on the couch in the fetal position, unable to move because any sound was like destroying me for 2 hours. So when I finally realized what had actually happened, I was like, yo, maybe I shouldn't do this shit anymore. So yeah, I don't think I did Spice again after that. I think I just went back to real fucking weed. And the only reason I was smoking the fake Spice was because my friend, I've had some shitty friends, y'all. This is why I don't have friends in real life. So my friend, quote unquote, was like my best friend that was controlling. It was like we were dating. It was like we had to do what they wanted to do all the time. And because they wanted to go in the military and couldn't smoke weed anymore, and he was the one that knew our dealer, even though I had his number and all that stuff, we couldn't smoke weed anymore. So we had to smoke Spice because they said so. And it really fucked me up, and I'm glad I cut those people out of my life. Because you stick around with people like that, and bad shit's gonna happen to you, either by proxy or by you doing something stupid because of their influence. And I got the other thing. I got in trouble because of them. So when that happened, it was just a matter of time, and I was like, all right, I gotta get this shit out of my life. So this just died. It lasted a long time though. Let me plug it back in. So yeah, be careful who you're friends with. That's why I like all my online subscriber friends and all that, because I know y'all would never do that shit to me. Y'all would never catch me a charge. I hope not. I hope that we don't have that kind of relationship, like a toxic, what is that? I don't know. I don't even know what I would call that, but I'm just saying, like, none of y'all would put me in the position where I would have to get in trouble for you, right? Like that would, and I wouldn't do that to you either. I would take responsibility for my own shit because I'm a grown ass person. So when someone does that to you, you got to get them out of your life. So very shortly after that, I was like, all right. And I was living with them at the time, so I took that as an opportunity for growth, and I got the fuck out. That'll bring you to the dark side. I want to try that Mad Honey. Mad Honey, what is that? Is that like some bath salt shit? All right, but for real, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. Yo, my shirt's all crooked. I'm sorry. I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank you for watching my 2 mini live reviews of Spawn and Ghost Rider and just hanging out. I didn't see anybody live, and I was like, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. So I got on here and I talked. So I appreciate it. I love seeing y'all. I love talking to y'all. It was fun, Leia. I always know it's going to be fun when I go in the toy room. We got more than toy talk, which is crazy, but I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.